This is an introduction to the Codonix Medical Editor, which is a first-of-its-kind programming language designed to be used directly by clinicians. Developed over the last 20 years, it comes with an extensive library of existing medical templates. The transformative concept of this breakthrough is that it takes classical programmers out of the mix and allows clinicians to develop their own customized and sophisticated electronic health records. The only requirement is English and clinical expertise. With over 10,000 templates that cover all aspects of medicine, the new clinical developer is already starting with a best-in-class for clinical content infrastructure of templates that cover all of the basic parts of a clinical encounter. Codonix Notes was exclusively developed using the medical editor, and our urgent care solution is used by over 100 clinics and generates almost 1 million charts a year. This is but a very small segment of medical care, and the number of specialties and subspecialties that could benefit from true clinical expert developers is huge. By opening up access to this powerful programming language, we will be the first to offer true crowdsourcing for medical content development. With appropriate support, the medical editor could become the equivalent of the App Store for medicine. By putting development directly into the hands of the expert end user, we believe it is a true industry disruptor and will force existing vendors to switch from their top-down, quote, BlackBerry type of programming to a distributed crowdsourcing model. It is safe to say that we believe the Codonix Medical Editor will become the de facto language of medicine. Electronic healthcare records, EHRs, have now become commonplace. However, after almost 10 years of widespread deployment, it is quite clear that certain critical aspects of current EHRs need improvement. In the following discussions, we'll propose a simple solution that already exists. Let's examine what the problems are. They suffer from two critical weaknesses. First, sharing clinical records between different EHRs is difficult and often impossible. This is a fundamental design flaw, as all current solutions are based on incredibly complex and clinically naive communication protocols. The general response to this is to push for so-called back-end solutions that will standardize and normalize records for usability using even more rigid and complex data sharing protocols. This is a bit like having programs written in Japanese, German, English, and 20 other languages, and proposing that the solution to compatibility is to build better dictionaries. The other major flaw in current EHRs is that their clinical workflow and clinical content actually impede providers. For example, a Harris poll conducted for the EHR National Symposium, sponsored by Stanford Medicine in March of 2018, found that 69% of physicians felt that their EHR took valuable time away from their patient. A mere 3% felt that their EHR supported clinical decisions. Put another way, 97% felt their EHR had no significant clinical decision support, and 71% felt their EHR contributed greatly to physician burnout. A further 59% in this poll felt that their EHR needed a complete overhaul. What is needed is a programming solution that keeps the existing infrastructure but solves the problem of interoperability and weak clinical content and workflow. It is time to rethink the entire approach to the development of EHRs. This requires reimagining who should be responsible for designing clinical workflow, reinventing new tools to accomplish these goals, and ultimately disrupting the status quo. Our solution was to develop a programming language designed for the clinical end user. The language is so intuitive that the average clinical developer can start generating useful content within days. Like all successful crowdsourcing applications, who better to design clinical workflow than the end user, i.e., the true domain expert? This solution can be viewed as a simple plug-in that can be added on to any existing EHR. By opening up clinical content development to tens of thousands of potential developers and using a simple, standardized user interface with an unlimited ability to support an unlimited number of discrete data elements, this solution can be viewed as a positive disruptor in the highly fragmented world of EHRs.